Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to be back at work tackling my very weedy garden. I have made some progress over the last few weeks, but yeah, I have not made a ton of progress. I've planted some things, which I'll show you in a different video. But today, I'm going to work on it. And you may think, how am I going to do this? I have a 5-month-old baby. Actually, she's almost 6 months. And a 5-year-old. And how am I going to do this in between taking care of them? It's hot out. So you know how I'm going to do it. 15 minutes at a time. I did one 15-minute section this morning that turned into 25 minutes, and I'll work at it again 15 minutes or so until she gets fussy, and then I'll stop and we'll come back later and we'll get this weeded.
Wiggly tooth.
We got Wiggly Tooth Girl. We got Teethin' Girl with 4 teeth. They're gonna hang out and watch me. Bethany's gonna hang out in the shade for hopefully a little bit. We'll see how she goes. Feel free to subscribe and follow along as we finish off this garden this fall and get it ready for the winter. I worked on this for a little bit. I'm gonna pause and work on a different section because this is that awful grass. So if I work on this just a little bit every day, then I will get some done. But I got, maybe a foot square, maybe 2 feet square, they're done. This grass over here, I'm gonna work on for a minute. It's way easier to take out. So yep, about 15 minutes. Bethany's fussing.
This is
Anna's
how
about
you
done.
feed a bird.
That's how you feed a bird. I got 2 little sections done. I'll show you here in a second. I was gonna try to do time lapse for all of it, but I think the sun is too hot for my camera because my phone was gonna die, so it's not working very well. But anyway, I'll show you what I got done. That little section over there, that nasty grass, and I got the whole pumpkin plant cleared out of all the tall grass. That stuff is so much easier to pull out. We'll pause for right now, and when I get back to weeding, I'll show you again some more that I do. If you're new here, this is my 3,000 square foot back to Eden style garden, which is supposed to not be so weedy, but I had a baby this summer and could not get out here and stay on top of it and put down fresh mulch and all that, so that my mulch has gotten thin in some places and very weedy in some places. So it needs a lot of help.
Like a flat for the birds or whatever I catch.
Ooh, now that's a clean line. The problem was there had been some melons growing along here. And so my husband was not mowing super close to the garden because he didn't want to destroy my melons, which is great, but it got really weedy right there. You couldn't tell where the edge was. Now that looks much better. I'll take all those weeds, the ones Anna's not using for her belt or whatever she's making, and I'll put them on there to cover up the garden a little bit. So not 15 minutes, but I got more like 45, 50 minutes of work done along this corner, this edge, and down there for right now. Gonna stop, go rehydrate, etc.
This is where they store the bedding.
Okay.
It's a bird net.
Bird net or nest?
Bird net.
Okay, so that's to catch the birds?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they go in through this hole. Then I cover it up with grass.
Okay. And then you catch them.
Then I have them caught.
Uh-huh.
Then I cover it with more grass
Okay.
so they can't escape.
Okay.
Then I cover this hole with grass.
All right. Bethany is done.
And this is where they store their bedding. And there's a little bedding in there.
Okay. Don't forget the roots. We are back for another day of weeding. Babykins is sleeping. Anna's helping me weed these broccolis. Can you work on getting all those weeds out of there, ma'am? Can that be your job? I think you could do it. She was helping me anyway. I think I'm going to work on pruning out the zinnias. Just get this little patch here cleaned up a little bit. It was loose? Oh, yay. Yummy. It'll probably be delicious. So I'm going to prune out all these zinnias. I left Anna to do that job while I worked on more of this nasty weed. Got a little bit further. There's a big anthill there that I had to avoid. She made some progress. She's getting there for sure. There we go. We got that part taken care of. There was a toad in there. We got all the zinnias taken out and some extra weeds. That little area is done for right now. Ready for mulch. That's what I was hoping to do. Ta-da! It may not look like it, but a spot that I've been working on for a few days. All that nasty crabgrass is taken care of. Yes! It is getting hot out now. Well, that's a lot of pokey plants. Stinging nettle. Well, no, actually it's horse nettle. It's annoying stuff. I'm going to go put it on the groundhog's hole because he doesn't like it. Today has been very productive weeding. Got all that awful crabgrass taken out. A bunch of pokey plants, tomato plants found. And yeah, those zinnias taken out. Got a lot done. So, I'm going to end for today, or at least right now, Bethany's week. I'm going to go run some errands. So we'll be back. Maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow's also supposed to be really nice. So, I might have Nathan dump some wood chips on that, where I pulled all that crabgrass out, just to see if that will keep it down. We'll see. It's a beautiful fall day. I'm going to work on tackling this end section of the garden. Very, very weedy. It has not been weeded since I took the potatoes out. So, very in need of weeding. So crazy how fast it looks so good in there. Bethany is done now, so it's time to stop. But those weeds come out so easy, and I make a lot of progress quickly. So this very rarely happens ever, that Bethany falls asleep in my arms laying down like this. Like me just holding her, falling asleep. Kind of nice. I like it actually. So I'm going to lay her down and maybe go back to work. I also need to turn the compost, so I'm just debating about which I should do. Probably should work in the garden. Yeah. Ta-da! That is all finished. I got this whole row done. Looks so much better now. I did not get it all finished yesterday, even though it was such a nice day. I got interrupted to take care of Bethany and then go hang out with Nathan and, you know. So I did not get it done yesterday, but I got it done today. So that is super exciting. I was going along really fast yesterday, and then I hit some of that more nasty spready weed that I don't like, crabgrass, and it slowed me way down. So it would have been done yesterday if it would have all been just that easy weed. The things you find while weeding. I took out a whole bunch of weeds from right here, this whole pile over here. I found all the cilantro growing. Yay! Sometimes real life gardening looks like this. And this is why it takes me 2 weeks to weed my garden. Or 3 or 4. Or whatever it is. Really just want to get this weed out of here. And then maybe I'll stop. But yeah, there's also an anthill right there. Oh, buddy. Probably why this weed got so big. It's a good workout, you know? Holding the baby. Doing the weeding. Also, it is cooled down enough that it is January weather. It's nice. We had a hurricane come through the other day. We did not really get anything, even though we were supposed to. But, yeah, got a little bit of rain last night. That was it. I'm okay with that. Didn't really want a huge drenching rain anyway. But just a little drink. Nice, especially for my little seedlings that are growing. I didn't really want them deluged. A friend of mine had been asking me how she was going to protect her plants from all the rain. I was like, I don't know. Hope they survive, I guess. Put mulch on them. I haven't really had to worry about it too much with all the mulch I have. So, yeah. I hope hers survived. I don't think she got very much rain either. So it may not look like I've actually done much in this video, but I've gotten this whole row cleared out. The next row kind of cleared out. I'm still working on kind of this quarter here. It's getting there. It really is. There's not much in these sweet potatoes for weeds, so that is nice. Just the sweet potatoes, basically. I mean, over there it's kind of weedy, and over here is definitely weedy, but got a good chunk over here taken out. It still looks really weedy, but that's just because I chop and drop the weeds, so they're still all right there. But hopefully, by the time I put this video up, which I hope to do in like 2 weeks, it will be all done. I'm trying to get all this jungly-bungly out of here. Should be pretty easy. It's just not super hard stuff to pull up. I made a little progress there. I mean, this has not been weeded in weeks. I haven't even seen the ground over here. If I planted, probably. Oof. It might not look like it, but the whole patch is now weeded. The interesting part was a lot of the weeds were right where I had planted the corn. Just because I had never gotten back to covering it up, so the mulch was a lot looser there. And that's where all the weeds were. It looked like they were all growing from all over, but that's where they were coming from. So, 3 weeks later, I finally got most of this cleaned out of weeds. It's not perfect, but it's better than it was. And then Nathan put down a whole bunch of mulch for me that I need to spread out a little bit more. He moved up the tractor for me, so I'm working on that today. So thanks for watching this adventure of weeding my garden. Hopefully next year will not be this bad. Maybe I'll be able to stay on top of it a little bit better next year, but it's okay. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let us know how your garden did this year, and if you had to weed it a lot. Give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you can see how it continues to do this fall as we get ready for winter. See you next time.